Hey guys, Dalton here from the Hull Productions, and we are back with another Be a GM Worst to First with the Colorado Avalanche here on the Hull Productions. Now, when we left off, I had done a few trades for some young prospects, and I was planning on trading away Paul Statsny to get rid of one of our first-line centers, because we do have two with Paul Statsny and Matt Duchene. So I figured that trade was going to take up a lot of time, because to give up something like that and for somebody to take on a big contract hit like that and to give up something big for it, I believe is going to take a little while. So what we're going to do here first, I think we're just going to go through the preseason, and we're going to head up to the regular season, and we're going to see, okay, we'll just see what the owner has to say. I wanted to welcome you to the Colorado Avalanche organization as our GM for the next 3 years. It's all about winning, and I'm setting your initial target at 37 wins this season. Keep me happy. You keep your job. Now get out there and make me happy. Alright, you got it, buddy. My GM rep has dropped? What? Alright, we'll check out our tracker here, GM tracker, see if we got any points. Alright, so we got 58 points. So we can only upgrade medical staff and assistant coach. What I really want to do is upgrade our pro scout so that when the top prospects game comes around, it can actually give us some accurate information about the players, because we are looking to get some nice draft picks here in the this season, at the end of the season anyways. And now it's gone up. What is that all about? Alright, that's really confusing, but okay. So we're just gonna let the preseason go, and we'll see how everything's going. I still do want to move Paul Statsny out, but maybe some teams are gonna add some players to their interested in giving away list, because as it stands right now, oh hello, alright, look, this is good, I like this. Alright, so we'll go to edit trade just to see how everything stacks up against each other. Alright, so this Rutowski kid is 61 overall, 3.5 stars at 20 years old. So he'll probably get up to like 81, 82, 83 maybe. So he's not going to be an elite player, and he's a defenseman, so he's not going to be bad. And then we've got Joel Quinard. I don't know how to pronounce that, but he is 6'3 overall with 2.5 stars, and he's 22 years old. So he's probably not going to develop into much of anything. I hope I'm not wrong by saying that, you know, if he all of a sudden becomes this amazing player. But as it stands right now, I feel like if we get a first round draft pick from the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, that we could get somebody better than both of these players. So I'm going to go ahead and execute that trade. Thank you very much. We're glad that you accepted our trade proposal. Anaheim and your team are both better for it, in our view. Alright, thank you very much. You took the job out of my hands. You guys came to me. I appreciate that. Take some work out of me. Makes it so I have less work, sorry. So that's good. We already got a first round draft pick. I like to see that. You know, trying to rebuild this team, that helps me out a lot. I don't have to go searching for a team that's willing to give up a first round draft pick for some youngsters. So that's good. So we got a win against the Vancouver Canucks in our first preseason game. Matt Duchene leading the way with 2 goals. Milan Hajduk with 2 assists. So it looks like it was a good idea to keep Milan in our lineup here, as last episode I was looking to trade him away, but he came to fruition and helped us out there. Alright, so moving on to our second game, Edmonton Oilers. They're a very young team as well, with a lot of young, great prospects. You know, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Taylor Hall, Yakupov. You know, a lot of young guys. They're a young team. I would love to grab up some of their young prospects, but as you guys saw last episode, if you didn't see last episode, top left hand corner is an annotation that will take you to the previous episode of Be a GM Worst Tough First, and there'll also be a link in the description. So as you guys saw last episode, they were completely unwilling to trade away any of their young prospects. All they wanted to trade away was their old guys. They had I believe Ryan Smith and a old defenseman that they were willing to give up, and we're not looking for old guys. We're not looking for veterans to carry us into playoffs. This year, I'm expecting us not to make the playoffs. I'm expecting us to be hopefully down at the bottom, because if we do finish in like just outside the playoffs, that will be a very unsuccessful year. I would rather us either make it into the playoffs, which would be a miracle, because our team is going to be completely gutted for the most part. You know, maybe our first line is going to be okay, but other than that, you know, so either I want to win or I want to lose. That's kind of how it goes when you're trying to rebuild the team. I mean, we are going to have some other first-round draft picks, hopefully from other teams. We already got one from Anaheim, which is good. All right, so we finished 3-1 in the preseason, so that's actually pretty good for our team, considering we've already given away quite a few players. I think we gave away 2 or 3 maybe. So Landeskog, our young captain, leading the way with 3 goals. Waivers will be in effect starting in October. That's fine. So once we get up to this St. Louis game, I'm going to go ahead and try and ship off Paul Statsny, even though he was our assist leader in the preseason with 3. Oh, McGinn's already out for a couple of days, but he'll be back for the beginning of the season here. Alright, so actually no, I'll just stop it here. Why not?